What is up guys, Zanif Tech is here, and I'm back again with another video, but this time I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the new iPhone 12 Pro before I give out my final review on how this device is. Overall, I love that Apple has went back to the old iPhone 5 design, and to be honest, they should have stuck with this in the beginning. But overall, the box has changed as well because it has no accessories in there besides the USB charging cable and no blocking earbuds like before. As you can see here, the new iPhone 12 Pro looks amazing. The camera bump looks great. Also, the design, just phenomenal in my opinion. You know, coming from an old 5S that I had a long time ago, and then having a mixture of the 11 Pro from last year, I think they did a really good job at designing this iPhone. You have flat glass on the front and on the back, no edges, no curved edges. So that's a big plus, especially when installing screen protectors, and it just feels better grip in the hand as well. Here you can see that the new iPhone 12 Pro has a little antenna on the side. Kind of looks like a SIM card slot, but it really isn't. It's actually the Wave for the 5G antenna. And it is kind of exposed, but it's also made like of a plastic material that's kind of different than a stainless steel bezel. But you know, with a case, you don't really notice it, and it looks pretty cool to be on there. As you can see inside the box also, they've changed the way the screen protector is on the new device. You no longer have that, plastic screen protector on the front, but you have this cardboard material, paper-like, and you have a USB-C charging cable, like I mentioned before, and the manuals, a SIM eject tool, and one Apple sticker. So it looks like they are conserving a little bit on materials and also saving their environment. But regardless of the fact that there's no power block, that's a real question in mind on why they did that. I know it's due to environmental factors, but in the same long run, come on, the cable in there is USB-C. So why is there not a USB-C block, in this actual packaging? But that's another question. Here you can see the design of the actual front of the device. It's really nice. Screen being flat and not having any curvature makes it look really premium. You can see that the edge is directly to the stainless steel border and there's no other, bump or anything there. I love how it looks. They did a really good job with that. And also it being a ceramic shield now, being a little bit more tougher is great. Here you can see that, when you take off the plastic or actually paper material, then, you have your iPhone 12 Pro. Keep in mind that I did notice on this graphite color, and I believe all the other stainless steel devices will have the same issue. But what's going on is there's a lot of fingerprints on this device. Right when it came out of the box, it looked awesome. The moment I put it in my hand, fingerprints. The back glass being frosted and the front being, ceramic shield doesn't really show the fingerprints that much, but the stainless steel borders are just fingerprint magnets. The camera also, when you touch it, becomes, a fingerprint magnet. But, a lot of people are going to be using this premium device in the case. So this is not really an issue unless you like, having your phone without a case. But it becomes slippery when the antenna bands are kind of, moist from your hands. So I recommend the silicone case or maybe the leather one when Apple actually releases that. But I got the silicone case for now. I will be protecting my phone with this case because of the nice material. It sits on the desk correctly. It takes care of the little camera bump, so your phone sits flat on the desk, and it has a new Magsafe inside, which is a great plus because, it's directly from Apple. I will be using the Magsafe Charger, so I believe that, this is a great option if you want everything Apple-like. Here you just slide in your phone into the actual case, and you get a crazy animation on the inside of the Magsafe circle. The circle changes based on the type of case color you choose. So if you had a white case, it would change to a white circle, a blue circle for a blue case, and so on. Those little nice touches in the software are awesome that Apple, included in there. Kind of gimmicky, but, at the same time, it's pretty cool. Here's a new USB-C 20-watt power adapter. I did have to purchase it separately for $19 US because it does not come in the packaging, and you need the 20-watt adapter based on what the Magsafe Charger says. I believe you could use an 18-watt power adapter from last year's iPad Pros or maybe the 11 Pro Max from last year, but I don't necessarily know if it's going to charge as fast. I mean, the 2-watt difference is not that incremental, so maybe it's possible that it will work. Apple, I've seen online and on Reddit, show that, you can actually use the 18-watt power adapter, but, I decided to go with the 20-watt just to be on the safe side and see how fast this will actually charge. The Magsafe Charger is pretty cool looking. It looks like someone took an Apple Watch charger and just smashed it and it became flat. But overall, the material is kind of iffy in my opinion. You can see here that the USB-C plug is huge, but at the same time, the little connector that goes to the Magsafe puck is really small. I feel like this is going to be a big issue by taking it off constantly, and most likely most people are going to be yanking it off the phone, thinking it's magnetic. But at the same time, that may, cause the cable to bend and break like normal USB chargers. Here you can see that when you plug the phone on the actual charger, the little ring comes up sometimes. I mean, most of the time I've tried it, it does come up. So it's kind of interesting why it doesn't, but maybe that's just a software bug. There you go. It worked perfectly fine this time. So yeah, that cool animation shows up there. And also believe there's an animation when you put on the leather pouch on the back that connects to the magnets. It shows that, a Magsafe accessory pouch has been added to the iPhone, which is really cool because of these NFC tags that are inside these accessories. It's cool that the phone recognizes, what's actually being put on the phone. This is a great improvement than slapping on a case, leather pouch, pop socket. So I really enjoy that Apple is actually integrating this, kind of like AirPower was. The materials on this Magsafe, like I mentioned before, the charger is kind of gimmicky as well. Like that bending right there is going to be an issue, and it kind of looks on the cheaper end. Honestly, the stainless steel on the actual stainless steel model Apple Watches looks a lot better. And the issue here is the frosted back is going to be scratching from the magnetic charger if you don't have a case. I noticed that there's a weird sound when it touches the glass, and I worry that, when you take it off a few times, probably after a couple of months, you're going to have wear marks on the actual magnets on the back of your glass. So I do recommend the silicone case, the leather case, or any type of case that accepts Magsafe accessories to not have those marks, especially if you want to keep your, iPhone in pristine condition. A lot of you may question how strong these magnets are on the Magsafe charger. They are pretty strong, but let's not actually say they're extremely strong, because if you swing that charger around, your phone is definitely going to fall off. So I'm curious how car mounts with Magsafe will actually work on bumps and potholes, but that will come in the future and we'll see exactly how that works. Overall, the design, like I mentioned before, just looks amazing with the frosted black back, and then also the camera bump and having those borders like that from the iPhone 5S. I really enjoy this design, and I hope Apple keeps it for further iPhones as well. One thing I did want to notice, the big thing about, if you didn't know, the iPhone does have 5G. In my house, I don't get 5G reception that well, so I never got the 5G to work and show up. But as soon as I left my house outside on T-Mobile, I do get 5G. The speeds are not up there, but I still get 5G. One shocking factor when I received this device is the box. I saw some unboxing reviews from previous tech YouTubers, but I wasn't sure that the box would be this small. But it's literally the size of the actual phone and a little bit bigger. But compared to old iPhone boxes, you could literally fit almost 2 of these new iPhone boxes in the size of the old one. You might be asking, I talked about the design and everything, but how does it feel in the hand? In the hand, I believe this device is the perfect size. The 12 Pro having a 6.1 inch screen instead of the 5.8 from the iPhone 10, I believe this is the perfect form factor for being in your pocket, even with a case on. I did have the 11 Pro Max before, and I was kind of regretting it when I pre-ordered this phone on why I went to a smaller screen. But after using it for a couple of hours, I could honestly say that I believe this is the perfect size for a phone. You have a big screen, it's big enough, it fits in your pocket. You don't have to worry about, it being so large like the 11 Pro Max. And with the 12 Pro Max being so huge, I wasn't quite sure if I would like the design and the form factor, but it's perfect. I will also be reviewing the 12 Pro Max when it comes out, so stay tuned for that video. Thank you guys for watching my first impressions of the iPhone 12 Pro. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Zenith Tech is out.